Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Two quick things. One, thank you so much for all your support this season. It really does mean a lot. Second thing is just a reminder that the jury interview process is very different from before. Because our opinions, our thoughts could influence the jury members if we speak to them directly, the process works this way. We send our questions into CBS. CBS vets and edits those questions, and then they ask the questions on all the media's behalf. Then the answers are sent back to us. So that is why you won't see me and other representatives of the media speaking to the House guests directly. We're not permitted to because they're on the jury. Thanks so much for all your support. On to the interview.
Yeah, I think that this sort of depends on like the different stages within the game. Um, the first real alliance that I felt really like committed to and loyal to was me, Zach, and Vince at the very beginning. Obviously, it didn't work out because both Zach and Vince were on the block, and me and Vince had final two. So I felt like I had what I had to do. I did what I had to do with voting out Zach. Um, but near the end, whenever I did feel that Vince had that loyalty to Morgan, and I wasn't sure if, his loyalty to her would be over me, I wanted to make sure that I was insulated, especially after Riley and Catherine had left. And I always really felt close to Ava and Kelly as well. So we just sort of gravitated towards each other. And that was, a group that I also felt loyal to as well. Um, I'm an indecisive person by nature. But whenever you're deciding people's fate in the game, something they have put so much investment into, um, I know whenever you're so isolated, everything feels extremely heightened. So every decision feels like do or die. For me personally. So yeah, I definitely felt like the effects of, the the pressure in the house. So I know I was a bit indecisive, but I feel like, and I think I said this, but I feel like I had a lot of investment in our sort of like alliance and relationship, too much to sort of just throw that away. He also was the one person that I laid out pretty much my entire game to. So I wouldn't want to cut that off at the risk of him. I don't think he would blow up my game, um, but that is kind of something. And I know that at the end of the day, that Vince would have, been a number for me in the long run. So that wasn't something that I wanted to cut off, even though I do believe that he made my game harder. I do have to say that I do agree with that. Just because, I really thought that there wasn't a world where Vince would put me up because I told him multiple times that I would have never done that on my HOH, that I would have kept him safe over anybody else. Um, because I was extremely loyal to that final two. Um, and so the fact that he was sort of like willing to put my game on the line was not great. But I guess Morgan really did have some compelling arguments. Um, I'm not sure what those arguments were, um, but I do think that she has a lot of influence over him. Yeah, this is a hard one. I think if I had to choose, I would probably choose Keanu. Just because I know he's such a competitive threat. And I do think that if he doesn't go, then there is a good chance that he wins his way to the end because he is such a great competitor.